So this is a video about my first track day. If you've been doing track days for a while, if you're looking for some onboard type of footage type of stuff, I would probably just skip this one. I don't want to waste your time. I'm trying to put together something for somebody that's like me, or pretty much for me because I'm a selfish person. Somebody who is going into this whole thing solo, has nobody to go walk them through it, and kind of just what to expect. I wasn't able to shoot any onboard footage with this because I never did figure out a way to safety wire my GoPro on here, but I've been a nervous wreck. I had been a nervous wreck for the entire week leading up to this thing, going through all of my different checklists, bike preparation, all that kind of stuff, everything that I can think of to make it work out. And as you can see here, I drove through a downpour to get to this event. There was rain, sunshine, strong winds, everything. It ended up turning out to be one of the more awesome things I'd ever done. This was at Blackhawk Farms in South Beloit, just over the Wisconsin-Illinois border, and I am now slated to do Road America next Monday in about 8 days, and I could not be more excited for it. So anyway, that's what this video is about, and here's what I got.
It is about 4:30 in the morning. Showered, just took the tarp off the truck, getting ready to roll. It isn't raining yet, but I have been seeing the lightning and hearing the thunder. But it's too late to turn back now, so let's get going. Blackhawk Farms. So I'm here, and I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. It said something, I can't drive in until I have a wristband. I'm reading through my instructions. It says I have to register somewhere. I don't see where I'm supposed to register. What the hell's going on here? Alright, got her parked, got registered. Guy Mason is here with a couple friends, says he's going to help me out, tell me what the hell to do, so I'm going to start unloading. It's still pouring. Got my sweatshirt and all that shit on now. It's about 9 o'clock, just got out of the orientation. Tech inspection went all right. I had to remove the mount for the camera. They don't allow it unless it's safety wired up, and they don't allow helmet cams here at all. So I'm not going to be getting any footage of me on track. Starting it was pretty tough. I really do need a new battery. It poured buckets here, so everything's getting pushed back. There will be no break. First time we're going to be on track. Well, I'll be on track around 11:45, starting at 11 today for everything. So got the tent set up. When we were inside, the wind picked up so much, everybody's tent started flying around. I got lucky, my stakes held. But yeah, I'm just gonna walk around here and figure some of this stuff out. I still haven't peed. I really gotta pee. I gotta start putting some water down and getting ready to go. This stuff is tough to get into when it's wet, and when I go through the tech for the first time, they had to tech you out with all the gear on and everything. So I have put all the gear on at once. It's about 58 degrees. I'm damp, I'm cold, but it should get up to about 80 later. So hopefully this turns into a decent day. Looking forward to it. Just sit in the car for a second here. It's 10:07. I got classroom at 11. I'm shivering, I'm freezing. I should have brought a second hoodie. I'm gonna try to put some of my dry base layers on, and I gotta get some heat into my body. We need this temperature to pick up because this is really cold. All right, so I have gone through my first 2 sessions. The first one was still raining really hard. That was interesting. That's the whole thing was a lot different than I expected. As slow as we were going to everybody else, it felt really fast to me. Actually, this is turn 4 here. I had myself a little slip on the tire. There's it changes from pavement to concrete, and it got it in my head. I didn't know which one to be on. Didn't know which one was slicker. I asked one of the guys. He just said it's in your head. You got basically the same grip. I looked at my tires. I barely even been on the sides of them. Second one went hell of a lot quicker. I got past. There were 2 passing spots opened for that second one, and we just opened a third one after 5 and before going into 6. But yeah, I'm feeling a lot more comfortable getting over to the right. I can see that the tires have a whole lot more way to go, so I probably haven't been leaning much, but it's more than I've ever leaned. It's pretty wild. It's warmed up quite a bit too. So the track, turn 2, this last one was still wet because it's covered in shade, but I'm gonna guess it's dry now. So orange group's going out now. I'm next up. We've had classes after these first 2 sessions, so I haven't even eaten yet. It's gonna be 1:45, and then I'll be out till 2. It'll be 2 o'clock before I eat. And I think somebody went over there, which is why there hadn't been anybody on the track for a while. So after this next one, this will be the most spirited one by far. There's only 1 control lap, and then they'll open it up, and I'll get passed by everybody out there. I keep ending up getting there first. Like, they call the 5-minute thing, I go 2 minutes after that. I want to be the last damn person, but I'm not. But that's all right. The sensation of getting past is pretty interesting too. So we'll see. Oh Jesus, that's some serious wind. I don't think this thing's going anywhere, but I might need to take it down. Fucking crazy. I don't know. I've watched some videos. This is the last thing I packed were these weights. I'm really glad I saw that, or else this thing might go flying. Going a lot faster now. Getting a lot more comfortable with that right-handed lean. I'm still squirrely here, and this is a left turn 4. 3C right there. I have screwed up the downshift on it twice and not gotten it into gear. That kind of puts me in a stop. This is the orange group going out now. So I'm done with 4 of my 7 sessions. I've got 2 more to go. Or sorry, 3 more to go. It's so cool how just all these different bikes are out here. And I get passed by every one of them. But I feel like I'm holding my own. I don't feel like I'm a chicane, and I'm predictable for the most part. Outside of the 2 times I bungled it in 3C right there, not 4. It's 3C. Anyway, I'm gonna work on getting that turned down. Probably not gonna be using the rear brake. I think that's what's screwing me up, trying to get the foot position and the rear brake all done in time. I don't have the ability to, so I just need to focus on the front brake over there. It's a habit that's going to be hard to break because I've been doing it for so long, always braking with the front and the rear, but gotta do it. Session 5 there was easily the fastest I've ever gone on a motorcycle. Got to the end of 4th gear. I didn't want to go up to 5th, but more importantly, I'm getting over in the corners a bit more than I ever have, and it feels all right. It's not nearly as scary as it's been for the last 16 years of riding. This track has mostly right turns. I'm trying to figure out what type of wear this is. It looks just rippled down, and it's not leading edge, it's falling edge where I'm seeing that wear. So I gotta figure out. I have dropped pressures again. There's not as many left-sided turns on this track. I mean, it's no excuse for not getting over a bit, but that's my excuse. So, anyway, let me just walk around a bit. Let's just walk around and take a look at what this looks like. So I'm kind of near the end of the pit over there. So 4 different sessions. Novice, intermediate, something else, and then really fast. They run every 15 minutes. So you're out there for 15 minutes, time dilates, and it seems like it's a hell of a lot longer. So when they call you, they give you 5 minutes to go, then like 2 minutes to go, and then you're up and ready to rock. So, I don't know, it's intimidating, but it's friendlier. This has been a much friendlier environment than I ever experienced when I was doing karting, by far. So then down there by that silo, that's where they'll let you onto the track, and then you exit the track. It's a single entrance exit. And there's just people all doing their own thing, all their own bikes. I don't know, it's been a good experience so far. Glad I did it. Keep the shiny side up. I've got 2 more sessions to go, and the clouds look like they might break at some point if that shit comes, so it might get wet again. That's it. First track day in the book. Did 7 sessions. Rain, sun, crazy wind. It was everything. What a fantastic experience. I'll have a couple final thoughts when I get in the car. I wish I could have taken some video on the track, obviously, but I understand why I couldn't. And I wish I could have talked more in between, but I never had time with the accelerated schedule and all the novice classes, and shit, I forgot to eat. I started cramping on the last run, but what a fantastic experience. All right, let's bring her home, and I created a mess in here. I guess a couple things to wrap this video up. What an incredible day. That was fun. It was not exactly what I expected, a lot of what I expected. That first session out, it did turn out that about 20 of the novice group showed up. That downpour was so crazy in the morning, I think it just stalled everyone, and they knew it was going to get delayed. I was the only first ever time track person there, and in fact only one other person hadn't ridden that course before, so I had a big old rookie target on me from the beginning, which is fine. That was very obvious on the first straightaway we're passing was allowed, and I got passed by just about every person there because I showed up to the line too damn early, even though I got in the slow line. I also think I was on the oldest bike that I found there. That was interesting to me. I figured I'd see some other SV650s. There was one other SV650, but it was a pointy. I set out to get over a couple fears. One was turning right with this track and the whole damn thing being right-handed turns. That's pretty much nullified. Riding in the wet got hit right away because it was soaking on that first one. And I can't even remember what the third one was. I know that I was really worried about the downshifting engine braking and rev matching to that, and that was much easier on a track than practicing it. The only place you can really practice it is coming off the freeway, and I didn't realize how hard you could brake. I guess the other fear was just leaning at all, and so I had 7 sessions. It was everything was bunched up. There was no brakes on this whole thing. The 4th session, it finally clicked with me. How to move my body and how much more lean you could put into it. Now, I wasn't leaning anywhere near what some, the people that have been doing this for a while, but it was far beyond anything that I'd ever done before. I still got the old chicken strips, but I started wearing out the tires a little bit by the end of it, which was neat. What actually taught me quite a bit was overcooking into turn 1, which is at the end of the long straightaway, and I was hitting about 110 and then getting on the brakes hard. I overcooked it once, and they say, you know what, if you think you're gonna go off, just try to turn harder, the bike will do it, and it did it and more. So once I realized, get up on the balls of your feet, get over that tank, push your body down, I barely slipped these tires. I slipped the first time in turn 4 in the rain. And that was probably because I was anxious. I was going from concrete to asphalt. I didn't know where to be. I was running too many things through my head. I had a problem with turn 4, where on the downshifts, I kept finding myself in neutral, and that would throw me off. Gear indicator would be cool, but it's probably a crutch. I should probably learn to do it without it, but it would be nice to have one. I don't know, it was real nice. Loading at the end of the day, 2 people saw me lining the thing up to gun it by myself, and they're like, hey, do you want some help? And I was like, if you're willing to do it. It's the one last thing that could ruin my day. And they pushed it right in there for me, so that was awesome. Met a lot of nice people. A lot of them are going to be at Road America in 8 days as well, so it was real cool. I'm happy about it. So I got a lot to think about. I'm glad I did Blackhawk before Road America. I think, but the nerves would have been too big. I mean, the first outlap, which was their pacing lap basically for all the novices, it was too fast for me. I mean, I wasn't ready for it. So Road America would have been scary, but now I'm excited. So anyway, I'm gonna drive the rest of the way home in silence and just think about it. And cool day. Anybody thinking about doing it, I'd recommend you do it. Don't go in trying to set any records. You won't. But it was very cool. So if you watched this far, thanks for watching.